Hi everyone, welcome to the MatMadik cast channel. Let's just get down to this reaction. I just got to get some things off my chest before I start. Said it before and I said it again. Jeff, your hair looks like it's graying and I love you anyway. I just say that to say, I'm going to keep doing my reactions the way I would originally do it. Tried changing it to suit some of you guys in the comments, but sorry, that's just the way I am. You've been forewarned. And two, I'm saying that because this video is probably going to be a thankless task because Jeff most likely is going to claim my video. Anyway, without further ado, the lovely, fantastic, unbelievable, superhuman bassist, that is Jeff, vocal bassist if you will, is about to break it into one of his Charlie Chaplin broken into many different parts at the same time and singing. He's really keen on this, but nothing. I mean, he's really keen on this, and he likes to milk it. So without further ado, let's check out Big Bad John. Oh, sorry, my captions are super sized for some reason, and I like to leave them on just to give me something to follow when it comes to reacting to the lyrics. Get down to a nice little 200. 150. All right, hit it. I imagine he made this thing with Logic.
Every morning at the mine, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6".
I gotta say, it's hilarious the way bassists tend to sound. They sound like they're doing a caricature of I don't know, somebody trying to talk deep, but it just so happens that they actually can make those sounds. It's just hilarious the way he does it. Anyway, he stood 6'6", weighed 455. I don't know what song this is that he's referring to, but oh well.
Weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip, and everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John.
Hilarious.
Big John.
He's got a marvelous bass that can swell and just expand. But what I love about when he does these songs is that you can hear his voice, his upper range register glow. It reminds you that this dude indeed has got an upper register that he doesn't always show off when it comes to his voice performances, of course, because that's the job of the other guys. He's got one of the largest voices in town. I've not heard the best of Tim Faust, though. From what I've seen, I haven't really seen much of Tim Faust. Give me a Tim Faust song to check out if you want me to appreciate, or, well, come to learn what he's all about, guys. Anyway, let's keep going.
Big Bad John. Big John.
Sometimes his bass sounds like it's not super out there. It just sounds like it's in his own throat sometimes. But again, I really wish I even had that to throw around myself as a aspiring bass singer myself, coming from the baritone range, bass baritone at least.
Well, nobody seemed to know when John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. Didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy, and if he spoke at all, he just said hi.
What is this? I always do this reaction without a phone handy, whereby I can just check out this song that he's referring to. Anyway.
Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got into a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land.
Oh, that's hilarious. Crushing blow, right hand sent you to the promised land. These are some funny lyrics.
Big John, come on. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John.
This dude, tell me guys, does he have his solo albums? I haven't really checked out about Jeff is, because he literally is a one-man band. He can do the beatboxing himself. He probably doesn't even need the backing tracks as much as he thinks. I mean, that's what Lane has shown. When he's in the song with Lane, sometimes I'm thinking, who's doing that kick? And it's him, you know? And he can do upper registers. Let me know if he's got like his own album. I haven't even checked that out. I've just been voically heavy. Namely because when it comes to going into the Jeff rabbit hole, he's just there ready to claim. Fucking bastard. Anyway.
Well, then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought they'd breathe their last. Except John.
Except John.
Big John.
What is he, Wolverine or something? Yeah, some people call, it's talking about the grey hairs again. Some people call that platinum, but to be honest, I can't really see the grey hairs here. It looks like he's dyed it. Nice dye job. Maybe I'll try it myself one day. Anyway. Who the hell, Big Bad John? I gotta know. And by the way, the reason I'm chopping up this video, not just to put give my 2 cents, but see if he gonna let this slide and let me, keep this video. If he gonna claim it anyway, then that just sucks.
In the smoke of this man-made hell, walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well. Grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree, just stood there alone. Big John.
Are you Big John or something? I mean, look, you've been hitting the weights. God knows I need to do something of the sort. It's embarrassing. All because I was trying to be a slim Jim after being a chubby checker in my up and coming years. Now I got to get the muscle back. Oh, it's all for naught. Anyway. Alright, I go here. Baritone range. What I love about his videos is that he knows when to react to himself that isn't even physically there. It's like the Mr. Black vest there, as you can see. He looks hilarious, by the way. Something about Jeff just cracks me up his look. The hair, it reminds me of that reaction I did. We don't talk about Bruno when he had that the blouse on. He just has this expression of his hair blowing in the breeze. Oh gosh, I guess the long hair suits him the best. Or, nah, you can suit any look. Anyway, what am I trying to say right here? Yeah. Anyway, he knows when to react to himself when he comes in on another point. So he's probably thinking, okay, even though I'm looking at nothing right here, like Jar Jar Binks is in Star Wars, Last Jedi. What am I saying? Last Jedi? Excuse me. Episode 1, even though I'm not looking at nothing right here, he's thinking the voice that is singing this part right here, that's going to be Mr. Whitevest, and he's going to be sitting here, so I got to know when to react. Good acting. Check out my video on the MatMadik Plays channel when I did this act, when I was performing 2 people, my Blood Brothers performance, half in grey and black, to kind of get a sense of where I'm coming from in terms of appreciating his acting with himself.
He gave a mighty shove, then a miner yelled out, "There's a light above us." And his
brilliant, and the clicking on point, that's a good way to keep in sync. But tell me again, people, what's the deal with Jeff when it comes to sorry, my mind's gone blank. Yeah, where he comes from. His name is Jeff. Oh my God, Castellucci, I believe. Oh my God, if I've forgotten the good old name of the last name of the magnificent Jeff here. Anyway, I didn't understand his wife's Italian from what he said in that video of how he organizes his songs, but he's Italian American. What's his background? Ethnic wise and all that stuff. Anyway. The reason I say it is because of the way he's doing the accents so smoothly, but hey, anyone can learn an accent, eh? Well, being an English teacher, I guess it's easier for some.
From a would-be grave, there was only one left down there to save.
And I wonder how this kind of work looks like. It's probably a bit of probably a bit tough to put together, so I'm wondering how he goes ahead and does it. If he's performing, if somebody's recording this, does he record it himself? Which would be great, because if you think about it, it's the same angles and zoom ins here and there, so he probably just set up a bunch of cameras on a tripod. Anyway, I'm speculating.
Big John. Big John. Big John. With jacks and timbers, they started back down. Then came that rumble way down in the ground, and as smoke and gas belched out of that mine. everybody knew it was the end of the line.
The best thing is that when I check out songs like these, like that he does, low bass singing covers, they're so strong in my mind that when I hear the original, I'm like, I feel like that's an interpretation of Jeff's song. So I can't imagine anyone else singing Big John without a bass range. Let me know if you feel the same way.
For John.
What's going on up in here? Some interference. Huh. We gonna take us next.
Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble slab in front of it. And these few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lies a big, big man.
What is your deal, mate? Alright, so you're making bass singers proud all over the place.
Big John, Big John.
Is there anything that Tim Fowles has in his catalog that can hold a candle to Jeff? I haven't dug through his catalog, but just let me know. Now he's swelling. Now he's getting very big, and the voice is just gonna glow. You dig? It's getting louder and whatnot, but the bass is still staying in his throat. It's still lovely though. So he's kind of doing that. Is it because he's getting older? I don't know. Is his bass skill diminishing in any way? What do you think, people? But, the truth in bass singing is that it ought to get stronger with age. It's just, if anything, it's usually the upper ranges that people find more difficult to do as they grow older. Then again, it's gospel singers like Ron Allen, I guess, got a good technique, it can last you forever, but I don't know. I better stop. It's funny that every one of his work sounds like something from his greatest hits album. His greatest hits album might as well be the whole album. A lot of this is going on. So I gotta say, mate, good on you for building the guns with the right arm. Again, what's wrong with me? I got to hit more weights to make it in Jeff's league these days. So that says my wife. Anyway, but this particular song is lovely, and I gotta say, I appreciate it probably more than some of his other performances. I know we love what he does, but I think he gets better with time, except that the way he's singing the bass notes here is not as great as, let's say, what he's done with 16 Tons. Although he's working off different kinds of vowels with that one. The way he's saying Big Bad John, instead of saying John, he's saying Jow. Like Jown. And I understand he's using the southern drawl, but it's not glowing as much as I've heard before. But hey, it's still a great piece. Thanks to my patrons. Yeah, man. 16 Tons, I don't know if you've beaten that. Melakaki Laka was a great one too. Let me know what you thought, people. Again, another one of his greatest hits. If he's got any songs that aren't greatest hits. Anyway, catch you next time.